time in the community. Flying Tomcats is an e-ticket ride, as I explain to folks. And, if you go to Disneyland and you go to that amusement park that has those rides that are just fantastic, I felt like every time I strapped in the F-14, that's what I was doing. I was getting paid to jump in this freaking thing that was just so much fun. You worked your tail off. It wasn't like it was easy, but you worked your tail off and you were having fun while you were doing it. And I was doing it with a crowd that was just, amazing people. I mean, just the smartest folks that, you want to be around, and the most arrogant folks that you want to be around, and the most excited and passionate and all those other things. And I think we all kept each other's egos in check, because we all had those big egos. We all knew we were the best and brightest and all that good stuff. But we also pushed each other to really give the best out of what we had. And I guarantee you, just the crowd itself was just as exciting as the aircraft, because it was a good cut of folks hanging around that Tomcat community. When people ask me what's the best thing about the community or the airplane, I tell them, one of two things, brand loyalty and brand envy, okay? Because everybody wanted to be like the Tomcat guys. That's the brand envy. They were envy of all of us. The brand loyalty was, man, we loved our airplane. We loved our community. We loved the mission. We loved the stuff that we did. And, we prided ourselves in being good in it, and we were good in it. And when we made a mistake, we were our own worst enemies. We were our own worst enemies. People would not see us, when we missed the mark, but we knew it. And we would talk about it. We would refine it. We'd make ourselves better and push ourselves to the point where we didn't repeat that same mistake twice. And, in fighters, you're always making mistakes because you're pushing the edge of the envelope all the time. You're stretching that airplane to beyond the design limitations just to see, okay, how much can it give? You're pushing systems to the point where, you're trying to just get the most out of it. And when you do that, you make mistakes. And we learn from those mistakes. And the best thing that I appreciated about the people flying the airplane is, once you got over the part that, it hurt, because by God, we all have this pride thing. But when we got down to talking about the things that we could do better, it got serious. It got real. And that enabled us to really get better at what we were doing. And when you take a look at the accomplishments of all the folks that have flown the Tomcat over the years, none of it was easy, but it all came from, having the ability to really look within, figure out how we can do what we do better, and take that amazing aircraft and push it to the limits, because that is an amazing aircraft. When I was in flight school, I didn't know what I wanted to fly when I joined the Navy. One thing I did notice is a lot of the guys from the fighter community, they had this thing about them that I related to. And, it's kind of like that jock that, pushes real hard and, just that fun-loving kind of thing. And I said, man, I like those guys. I don't know what the heck they fly. And then when I saw that, that was the crowd that was coming into fighters, flying Tomcats and whatnot, I said, let me give this a look. And when I started really looking at the Tomcat, I knew that that's what I wanted, and I got it. And I'm telling you, the airplane itself is just an amazing airplane. It's way too big. It's way too fast. It's way too this and way too that. And thank God some engineers put all that crap together and made it just work like it should, because it's an amazing aircraft, amazing aircraft. It can go out and do all kind of things. And is it forgiving? No. Is it something that is temperamental? Yes. Is it something that is just like, hey, you fiddle with me right, I'll give you everything you want? Heck no. That thing's a beast. And you got to know how to work that beast. It's, a lot of systems supporting all the things that it does. But a lot of what it does is accomplished because of the seat of your pants. You start to feel that airplane. You start to feel what it's doing. And when it's not acting right, it's telling you subtly. And the guys that can really feel that, they respond to that and can really make that airplane do some great things. And I don't think engineers designed that into it. I think that just kind of happened. But kudos to all the engineers that did put all those systems together to give us a great airplane to fly, an amazing airplane to fly. And when I mentioned earlier about the Tomcat envy, part of that comes from, hey, that Tomcat's pointed its nose at you, it gets your attention. I mean, there's a whole lot that it brings. And whether you're reaching out to someone over the horizon, long distance, with some of the weapon systems that can really reach out and touch you from afar, or some of the weapon systems that can touch you up close, it's pretty intimidating. I don't care who you are, where you are. Tomcat in the vicinity gets your attention big time. And it was pretty cool being a part of that airplane, being a part of that thing that can reach out and touch someone before they even knew you were there. Or it was capable enough to really push you around the circle. You could see it across a circle, and it could push you across a circle, if you will. So an amazing airplane. And, I feel blessed and fortunate that I was probably flying in the F-14 during the heart of the aircraft. There were a lot of folks that flew that aircraft long before I stepped in it, and they were able to kind of exercise some of the demons and put some of the folks that jumped in the airplane like I around the mid-'80s through, 2000 and something, allowed us to, see that, okay, hey, we learned from what folks had done before us. And an aircraft had improved from those days to the point where, we could push it a little harder. There were modifications that were made to that airplane over the years that allowed us to do things that were pretty cool. They were pretty cool. And, like I say, I feel blessed to fly that airplane.
Please like and share if you find the video content interesting. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and comment below so as not to miss new upcoming videos. And see all the Tomcat Tales films now streaming on YouTube TV.